Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome again to T's Kitchen Chronicles. I know it's been a few months that since I've done my last Kitchen Chronicles, and I'm truly sorry that it's been a hectic time. I went back to work after the first lockdown. We're back to lockdown two, so I thought I'd resume with a new season, a new start, and a little bit more structured Kitchen Chronicles than I did last time. So, still back here in my old kitchen, or the same kitchen again, and I thought I would just start with a new topic, a new life, a new way of doing it. So it's going to be one topic at a time, sort of following on from my last video, and going through to the next one. So the first topic of season two of Kitchen Chronicles is financial education, and this is really my big point: financial education. So one thing I've noticed, being a sort of a grown man and a young man right now, is that though I've got sort of enough formal education that I feel is right for sort of my career path as we go, is that sort of financial education that tells me about what I'm doing now, and how it impacts the future generations as I go on. And it's sort of something that I learned from someone recommending me to a financial advisor, and having a conversation with someone who was independent from what I do, because obviously, as I've already alluded to before, within sort of a lot of our African communities, we don't talk about finance. We don't talk about going for how what we do as we grow up and going forward in our life, in our lifestyles, and how we then raise money and grow money, because that's something from obviously not our own cultural understanding or knowing, is something that's then embedded in us, and we just can't go forward. So I'm just going to share something that happened to me that was just amazing, and I'm hoping that a lot of people, especially with being the first video of a second season, will help a lot of people, and a lot of my peers, my brothers and sisters, to just get a little bit of a sense of what is what we can do, or what it is going forward, and what we can do going forward. So for a long time, growing being a young man, and then growing up into a family man, being a father, being a husband, being a father, and being a family person, is I was just taught, grind, work hard, make money, and then just then you can spend it and splash it, as I said on one of my videos before. um, but one thing that I didn't know is that everything that I do impacts what my children are going to have. I always thought that, if I teach them that if you work hard, and then, you do hard, you work hard, and now, of course, just give them that strength to then be right. My ambition is going to be better than my parents. Yes, that's one part of it. But the second part of it is giving them a stepping stone in the future. Not thinking about today, but thinking about 10, 15 years down the line, what I'm going to leave for them to be in order for me, for them, sorry, not me, but for them to be in a better position and start off life in a much better position. Something that obviously we don't really have, because we just don't have that stepping stone, and it starts with my generation, I personally believe, and obviously younger, to then go right, there's the next generation, we can go forward from there. Obviously the goal is to become the wealthy person, but wealth is created over generations, and that's something I've learned. So I employ everyone to independently seek someone to go and speak to, someone who's an approved financial advisor, and talk about your finances, talk about what you come in, what you bring in, what your end goal is, and also on top of that, what you're going to leave for the next generation, if you're going to have a next generation, or even whatever it may be going forward. But one thing that I did not know, that I didn't realize, is that obviously with everything that you want to plan and do going ahead, there needs to be a plan. There needs to be a formal financial plan, a financial plan that you and your better half or partner, what have you, needs to then put together to create that. If you're a solo act, you need to understand what can you do, what you can do going forward. And if you've got a plan, how do you achieve that plan? And then you work towards it. It's no different to a diet plan. It's no different to workout plan. It's no different to just a career plan where you look at yourself and go, right, from here, I want to go next. I want to go next. I want to go next. And it's a powerful thing that I did. And to be honest, the lady that I spoke to is a great financial advisor, told me about creating generational wealth, talk to me about leaving something, and also worrying about what if the worst case scenario happens. And it sort of then brought it really home. I wish I could expand on it more, but I'm not a certified financial advisor, so I'm not going to tell you this. What I can recommend is, personally, for my part, is speaking to one who can tailor something for you, who can bring something to you that you may know or may not know, or just give you that little bit of education. Because financial education is what makes the elite and non-elite, that makes the wealthy and the working class. And I believe that not mine, but my next generation will be wealthy enough to be influencers, and then it going on forward and forward. That when I'm looking at my retirement, I'm looking at my children and my children's children, my grandchildren, or my great grandchildren, with God willing, that I can then say, this is where I started, and this is something that I believe that all of us will benefit from. I can only say that if you are interested and you'd like to speak to the lady I spoke to, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you want to know. Then I'll definitely DM you the details for you to speak to the lady. Brilliant lady. She taught me something different and may teach you something slightly different, and maybe worth the conversation. It's free of charge. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't pay me anything. It's just I am just passing on the wisdom that I've been passed on, and I'm hoping that you will also be able to pass on that wisdom. So again, from the kitchen, thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you next week for the next Kitchen Chronicles. Peace out.